In 2023, the North Yorkshire Moors Railway celebrated its 50th anniversary year, and I've known Roy and Keith for most of those years. With Roy deciding to emigrate to Thailand, we arranged a railway-themed send-off, the last hurrah. We started our adventure at Grosmont on a drizzly British summer's morning. BR Standard Tank 80136 arrives from Pickering at 10:25 with a Whitby-bound train that the waiting Class 25 will take forward. Waiting to enter the station is Southern Railway's Schools Class 926 Repton with a Whitby to Pickering service. We are letting the train take the strain up the 1 in 49 gradient to Gothland on the first leg of our journey. However, it's school holiday time and an already crowded train means we might have to stand. There's no time to hang around. The lads have got the tickets, so it's all aboard.
Peter in his usual position. Roy pretending he's not with us. Where are we, Peter?
We're just leaving Grosmont, heading towards Gothland, up to 1 in 49.
1 in 49. Is that the price?
The loco is making a spirited climb along the Esk Valley, and there's plenty of smokebox smut to try and avoid. Approaching journey's end, well, at least by train. But will I have time to get to the road bridge before the train continues on to Pickering? Yes, I did make it. That's me on the right. We weren't the only ones alighting at Grosmont. Many more passengers got off to explore the area. Keith was stood on the busy station footbridge, and Roy, well, he was munching. With both trains and the crowds having left the station, it's time to appreciate the tranquil surroundings.
We've arrived at Grosmont after getting the train from Grosmont, steam hauled. I had a big lump of coal in my eye thanks to that.
Yeah,
as well.
so did I.
Yeah.
This eye.
So we're here today, we're reminiscing on old times, the three of us, last of the summer wine-ish. I've bagged Foggy.
I'll be comfortable.
I thought so.
Looks like I'm Cleggy.
Yeah, you could be Clegg. We're at Grosmont, as I said, and this is the 50th year since the line was opened, and I went and bought a souvenir ticket from back in 1973. Our plan today is to go on foot back to Grosmont where we've left the car. We're going to use the old rail trail, which will be downhill rather than uphill.
Hurrah for that!
Yes. Roy will be leaving us to go to that's new in Thailand. So we're taking the opportunity of getting him in some fresh air in the Yorkshire countryside.
This is the man that walks into houses.
Huh?
Or the houses in here.
Yes, so I don't think you'll have John Smiths over in Thailand, but it'll be something similar. Anyway, we shall be setting off very shortly.
Right, we're just heading off to Darnholm, up that way.
Hi, I'll see you there then.
As we walked across the open moorland, we spotted a large green rabbit. Or did we?
Here we are at Darnholm. We've just come over this mountainside, up the mountain and down the other side of the mountain to Darnholm. And the railway's down there. I think we're expecting something very shortly. Are we, Peter?
Yes, it won't be long.
Guy hiding in the bracken there. There's another one up there.
Roy didn't take many photos on our trip, but he did eat a lot of crisps.
That bloke with the crisps again. Them crisps, are they the same ones? Look out, old men coming. I always thought he wasn't as tall as he said he was.
Keith questions his fitness levels as we find ourselves at a crossroad conundrum. Oh no, looks like we might be lost.
No, it's that way, man. That way.
Well, we're certainly well off the beaten track.
Drone shot.
Very furry down there. It's proper snack time. It's a proper
Is
sandwich.
Is that snack number one from you?
It's
What?
quite strange how my sandwich matches up with that one, no?
Way. Almost like you planned it.
When it comes to planning, I like to be in position when a train passes, so we had our lunch break at Water Ark. Hourly services were operating during the line's quite appropriate goal timetable. Repton returns to Whitby with the noon departure from Pickering. Ten minutes earlier, the J27 had passed with the lunchtime diner to Pickering. We left our precarious hillside seat and ventured on, pausing briefly beneath the rail bridge to watch the rapid waters of Ellerbeck as they flowed noisily below. Keith struggles to read the weather-worn memorial stone that commemorates the unfortunate drowning in 1908 of 16-year-old Sidney Porritt. The climb up from the gorge takes us past an isolated cottage with a rather unique doorbell. Roy quickens his pace. He's seen a shop. Maybe they sell crisps. Nah, they sell model trains. Opened 7 years earlier in 2016, this Aladdin's cave of model railways is not what we'd expected to find in such a remote location, and just 200 metres away is the real thing.
Now,
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
it was expected. We're like two gnomes.
The earlier drizzle got heavier as we awaited the passing of the standard tank, drifting down the bank to Grosmont. We drifted down the bank into Beck Hall, where we were reacquainted with the waters of Ellerbeck as they gently flowed towards the Merkesk.
Filming again.
After our circuitous route from Gothland, it was time to find the easier rail trail. This 3.5 mile walk from Gothland to Grosmont follows the route of George Stephenson's original railway line of 1836. Beckhall Station was at the lower end of a rope-worked 1 in 15 incline section to Gothland. In 1865 the North Eastern Railway built a deviation from Grosmont to replace the incline, but the stub to Beckhall was retained for goods workings and a passenger service was operated in summertime between 1908 and 1914. In the fields alongside the track lies the site of Beckhall Ironworks and Mines. In the peace and tranquillity of today, it's hard to imagine the fire, smoke and noise of the once extensive industry, and despite grand ambitions, the mining was short-lived.
What is it?
Beckhall Ironworks, 1860 to 1864. It wasn't here very long.
It's not here now either.
It's definitely not here now, and we're walking along the old, what would have been the track bed for horse-drawn as well as steam-powered railways. Although there's no sign of that either.
Thank you very much.
I think it was more for ironstone than for fun.
The horse-drawn railway deviated at Merkside, following the eastern bank of the Merk Esk. The two tracks converge a little further along the trail at North Bridge. Some of the bridge's original supports can still be seen where they cross the stream.
Which way do we go now? Look at these two. I've only walked a few miles. You have to have a sit down already. Nearly there.
We're older than you.
Compo and Cleggy are taking a well-deserved rest at Esk Valley Cottages, a remote community not far from Grosmont. 3 of the dwellings have steam railway names, harking back to Lancashire engine sheds of the past. The lunchtime diner returns from Pickering behind the J27. The cottages were once part of a Victorian self-sustaining community serving the local ironstone facility, Home House Mine. 2 terraces of miners' cottages, a mine manager's house, a small chapel and a group of craftsmen's houses can still be seen today. In fact, a new path opened in September 2020, allowing visitors to access the mine's location, view its remains and learn about its past. Home House Mine, also known as Esk Valley Mine, was a relatively small-scale operation. Unlike many of the other ironstone mines that use drift mining, working horizontally in from a hillside, Esk Valley was a deep mine where a shaft was dug 60 metres straight down to the ironstone seam and then hauled up using a steam engine. The remains of the engine base and boiler supports can still be seen alongside the mine shaft.
Dead interesting that.
Yes, it was very interesting. Little detour off the unusual route.
Yeah.
And we found
Mine.
Esk Valley Mine.
Esk Valley
A
Mine.
mine of information, you might say.
Yeah.
Are we nearly there yet?
Are we nearly there yet? Yes, we are. Just along the way there is Grosmont, and we're heading that way now. There's an up a hill.
The track continues on its path to meet up with the deviation line where the loco sheds are today, but access is now prevented by a noisy gate.
Breaking the law, breaking the law. You're making enough noise about it, like.
With the prospect of some better footage, I venture on alone. It was well worth it. EWS liveried 31466 had arrived a month earlier on loan, but a change of ownership means it's now part of the NYMR's home diesel fleet. The J27 makes its way to the coaling stage, and it appears I am now on my own for the final approach into Grosmont. The end of the rail trail is now in sight as the rain returns to welcome us back. There's another reminder of Gromont's industrial past, when ironworks and brickworks dominated the village's skyline. The 3 furnaces of the ironworks were sited just to the left of the station footbridge, now our car park. The viewpoint is above the tunnels, and a wide path takes me down past the church to the bottom of the bank, where a floral display celebrates the line's 50 years in preservation. Public access to the engine sheds is via the original tunnel of the 1836 horse-drawn line, the wall lights being a more recent addition. So too is a River Taurus, watching over the path across the river. The Merkesk is crossed for the final time as our journey ends back at our starting point, Grosmont Station. Compo and Clegg have beaten me back and look in need of a rest. 37264 returns from Pickering with a terminating service. Roy had spotted a familiar face in the cab, so we went to check. He's not in here. What about the other cab? Ah, there he is. John Mallam, my driving instructor on the Wensleydale Railway back in April.
So here we are, finally made it.
I hope that's not my car alarm.